Namaste everyone, Charlie here, founder of Indiv Yoga, and today I'm going to talk you through the stages of progressing in your Japa mantra meditation from beginners to more advanced. So Japa meditation is simply the repetition of a mantra and using the mantra as your point of focus to return to anytime you get distracted by a thought or something around you during your meditation. So like all meditation, the progress starts from more active and stimulating to more still, simple practices of meditation, where you eventually become one with your point of focus and you let go from your material self into your true self. So I'm going to explain to you how you might start practicing Japa meditation and progress from there. These don't need to be done in order, and you can just stick with the form that suits you and works the best for you. But if you're a complete beginner who finds meditation hard, you may want to start at the first stage, and if you're already a seasoned Japa meditator, then this video may help you take your practice a bit further. So as a beginner, you may choose a short, simple mantra to repeat, and more advanced practitioners may choose longer mantras, or they might repeat entire passages of yoga philosophy books or scriptures, and traditionally you repeat it for 108 times, which is an auspicious number in India and in fact all around the world and in many religions. Okay, so for those at the beginning of their Japa meditation journey and for advanced practitioners, I highly recommend you look out for a kirtan gathering near you, or the calendar of a well-known kirtan performer to see if they're going to be visiting your area. One of my favourites is Deva Premal, for instance. So kirtan means call and repeat. So a singer and usually a group of musicians, sometimes with traditional Indian instruments, they're usually on a stage singing a line of a mantra, and then everyone in the audience repeats it. And it's a really wonderful experience for everyone. But as it's stimulating and active by keeping your mind and body and senses engaged, it's easier to become immersed in the words and the repetition of the mantra. Excuse me. Various mantras are usually sung, and it doesn't matter if you don't know the words, as you'll pick them up as you go along, which keeps your mind extra engaged, having to read the words. And sometimes the mantras are on a big screen, so you also have the reading of them as extra stimulation, as well as the wonderful energy around you, the movement, swaying and dancing that you and everyone else is being active in. The second stage is repeating a mantra when you're moving, whether that be during your asana yoga practice, could be whilst you're going for a walk or doing the washing up, for instance. While your body and a part of your concentration are elsewhere, you can't get fully immersed in the mantra, but it can help your mind from wandering off, and it will give you something to focus on and keep you grounded in the present moment. So here, you're being physically active and stimulated while practicing your Japa meditation. And as in all stages of progress, from doing your Japa meditation, you can do it for a short period of time and then longer and longer sessions. So third, you'd go from a meditation whilst moving to a meditation in stillness in the body. So you sit for your meditation session, you'd have mantra music playing and repeating, and you can also sing out aloud so that your ears and brain are being stimulated. You can use mana beads or finger line counting to have a tactile stimulation in your fingers, all to keep you focused. And you may even be reading the words of the mantra off a piece of paper, or you can imagine the words in your head as you're repeating them. So still quite a lot of stimulation with less physical and sensory activity. Fourth would be dropping the stimulation of the music and just repeating the mantra to yourself, silently, but still using mala beads or finger line counting, and you could even be reading the words as you imagine them in your mind. So here we've reduced the stimulation through the ears, and we're internalizing the practice of meditation further. When you no longer have the music playing and coming to an end to signify the end of your session, you can have a timer or an alarm to ring after a certain amount of time, and try increasing that amount of time as you progress. And then lastly, you'd sit in silence, repeating the mantra silently to yourself without any music, beads, finger line counting or reading. No stimulation or activity, just sitting completely still in silence. And this is the purest, most advanced practice of Japa meditation, where eventually, after a lot of practice of meditating like this, you've lost time, and it's like you're floating somewhere completely blissful, where there are no thoughts and no sense of being, and where the mantra is kind of repeating itself in the back of your head, because you're not consciously repeating it, because you and the mantra have become one. So these are the 5 stages of progress using Japa mantra as your focus in meditation. And it's one of my favorite types of meditation. And I practice the last 4 stages at different times throughout the day and get to a kirtan performance whenever I can. There are many benefits of Japa and the different mantras you can repeat, which I won't go into here, but mantra is a wonderful point of focus for your practice of meditation. Now, you don't need to think of the words as religious or even contrary to your religious beliefs. You don't need to be a Hindu to practice Japa meditation. You can be of any religion or no religion at all. Most of the words of a mantra have philosophical interpretations that can be applied to anyone's life, and they represent different qualities or goals in life, like happiness, health, peace, and these apply to all of us, whether we're religious or not. It's also easier to use Sanskrit words in mantra meditation instead of saying something like, I am peace, I am happy, in your own language, because we associate our words and attach them to memories and experiences that can distract us from our real meditation. So you can use the words as if they were gobbledygook if you don't want to focus on the meaning or the interpretation of the mantra that you're repeating. Also, I advise you to buy some mala beads if you want something tactile to keep you focused. And you can learn more about Japa using mala beads and finger line counting in my blog post on indivyoga.com/blog, which I'll link to this video. And it tells you why I prefer Japa to transcendental meditation, even though they're very similar, but it's the main type of meditation that I do in my live Instagrams. And you can see some of these on the IGTV section of my Indiv Yoga Instagram profile, and do some short Japa meditation practices there. So I hope that's helped you understand a bit more about Japa meditation and how you can use it, go through the stages to progress a little bit further into it. Do go to a kirtan performance if you can. There's also some more meditations on my YouTube channel, on the Indiv Yoga Instagram page. So keep on practicing and enjoy. See you again soon. Namaste.